Dudes and dudettes. You know, I never thought that you could wink in a way that caused pain in your eye. But I'm wrong. I'll be the first one to admit it. I don't know why I'm wearing these headphones. Welcome to the Day 9 Daily, where we eventually get to the point. Eventually. I'm just going to come back to this game between Dignitas Bling and Windrammer, aka Incontrol. And we'll wrap it up in like 15 minutes, so that way we can all go watch State of the Game with JP. Aw, yes. Jeez, I was listening to that song loud and break. You know, maybe I should do a cast like this one time, where, like, I talk until there's any interaction, and then I just turn the volume way up. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? That is unexciting. God, that was probably the most boring thing that I've ever done in my life. Oh god, even if I just like sat in my room and stared at a wall, nose touching the wall, it would be so much more fascinating. At least I'd have like a nose sensation. It just probably sounded bad. Either way, using the 3 gateways, obviously sentries at the front, not good for defense. But using the 3 gateway play for defense, obviously the good old delay of game state, we're not even going to be using that Stargate for quite some time. But I think more importantly, the probe that had gone down here to build this pylon is working its way up the edge. So, with a little bit of calm, well-constructed control, there's the good old, this is the time bomb against a Zealot Stalker that I was mentioning a little bit earlier, that it's very good for helping to pick off the Zealots, which tend to be the real problem in Stalker versus Zealot Stalker battles. And now we can resume a pretty calm trajectory into the Phoenixing play. Yay! Now I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Now that I'm done sneezing, I want to return back to this game a little bit. I think that this sort of Phoenix transition works fine, so long as you can get information out of your opponent. At this point, I would say my opponent is either going for a Blink Stalker play or for a Robo play, and I want to know fast. So I'm going to use these Zealot Warpins to try to get that Scout in, to try to see if there is this Robo, or if I don't see the Robo, I'm just going to go in with 2 Phoenixes. Again, we gathered our information. Okay, great. He is going Robo. More than happy to wait a little bit longer with those Phoenixes. Still going to use the same logic. The more pressure that we apply as Windrammer, the more effective this Phoenix play will become. I would have lifted it, I'm not going to lie. I lift that 100% there. Not because it's correct, but because I'm telling you that I do that 100% of the time. Total misplay there to lift everything. But actually I don't want to say total misplay, but I would say a likely misplay to lift all those up. But it's honestly, you're in such a good position at this point that it ain't no big deal. So these types of pressures, again, will force our opponent to delay his tech. Will force him to delay his ability to make things that are good against Phoenix. So all we have to do is build the Robo facility, focus on defense, and then use the Phoenixes to chip him away. If he tries to move down, even to his expansion, we can counterattack here. Otherwise, we're just going to do the defensive thing. This I'm not a big fan of, because right now I'd like to exploit the fact that the opponent, our little opponent buddy guy, doesn't have a mothership core, which means he can't do that sort of emergency defense. I think that's another key read that you can make with the Phoenixes. Bling could build a mothership core, stay put in his base, and then expand, and it would be a little bit less effective, the Phoenixing. But in this circumstance, I think it's just a wee bit greedy to want to move down to the Nexus, because, you know, already just, like, so way damn ahead. Way damn. Way damn. Even way damner now. Way damn. This game is so straightforward at this point that we're just gonna watch it. Still, I thought this second game, not nearly as interesting as the first game, but still a nice look at things. All the deathing happens. In control, might he die? Might the tears pour out your eyes? Maybe. But an immortal happens. Dun 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 dun. Of course, the county to the counter. Not working very well. It is the solvent to the immortal solution. And after some intense series of micromanagement, this is a lot closer than it needs to be, certainly, and I would say a lot of that is just because of this Nexus getting thrown down, trying to defend a wider position than we really need to. Could have easily sacked the Expo, done one force field at a time, and killed off every single probe that Bling has in the main. But now we're tragically going to have to build Immortals and then kill off every single probe that Bling ever made. Immortals are a good unit, a doo-wop. Oh my god, these zealots are so esports. Doo-wop, nothing in the main. Doo-wop. Same for in control. Doo-wop. Yeah. You know, ever since I was at the Iron Squid in Paris, I have essentially been on European time. I have been getting up at like 5:30, 6 a.m. every day, feeling alert, getting an enormous amount of stuff done, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, I have to do a daily. And then I just basically go to bed right after the daily. Today is no different. Oh, excellent. And I suppose that would make Immortals the Solute. Yes, thank you, Chad. Yeah, that's just awesome. Go team. Micro Rangers. A well played from Bling, who's mannered. Beautiful. Let's take questions, you guys. Not the best daily ever. This is the example of why I do preparation for these dailies, so that I have enough to say. You can see that some of the things that pop out of my mouth are because I have tools for analysis, where I can just look and use the tools that have been developed to extract the analysis as I see it. But not nearly as good as when there's preparation. Alright. Okay. Lord Revan asked me what my sexual preference is. I play Protoss right now. Brickman13 gives an interesting request. He asked me if I can say kitten in the angriest possible voice. I actually just don't know if that's possible, because I can't be just like kitten. Oh, that's very difficult in my eyes. How attractive am I on a scale of 1 to 10? I would say I'm a solid 5. I'm the sort of person that if I were in a Starbucks and someone walked in who was like an actuary, perhaps doing some sort of census of Starbucks population, he might say 29 people in the Starbucks when there's actually 30, and he just didn't count me because I'm so value neutral. Let me actually go here. How does In Control deal with a Zealot Archon follow up with a defensive robo. Walling in with buildings is really important, especially walling in with gateways. Sunshine Walker, who's been posting the same thing in chat for the whole daily. Been looking for an appropriate time to respond, and I guess now is the one. It's kind of funny, the number of people who will post something like 100 times in chat, and I'm just like seeing the same thing like 100 times. But yes, Sunshine Walker, I have requested some games from daily. Excuse me, some games for TLO for a daily. Woo! Have you ever played a game like Assassin's Creed? I actually was one of the people that like stayed up late for like the release of the original Assassin's Creed, and then stayed up all night and all morning playing it. I just thought it was super pretty. I didn't like the Assassin's Creed 1 gameplay as much as I liked Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, which is one of my favorite games. Potato or rice? Ooh, that's hard. Probably potato. Lately I've been on a potato thing. Ooh, this is from Shiny Bobblehead. Sean, we've seen a lot of oracles in PvT and PvZ. Do they have a place in PvP? That really scared me. I like twiddling pens, but this one's like really oddly weighted, so it's like hard to do shit with. What was the question? I don't even remember what I was being asked. Oh yeah, do I think it has a place in Protoss with Protoss? I'm not sure, because like Phoenixes have kind of an all game long use, and Oracles kind of seem like you're either going to do a shit ton of worker damage, or you are going to have a dead thing that's not good to anyone because it's dead. What's a better answer? I don't know. Oracles just seem easy to defend in PvP. I don't know. Maybe we'll see more oracles in PvP. I don't know. I don't really know. I think I have more fun than most people. I'm sitting alone in a room with the wonderful viewers of the Day 9 Daily as I have a light up pen. Karma, thank you for asking us. What are my top 5 games of all time? I will not put StarCraft 2 or Brood War on there because that would be stupid. You might as well ask for my top 3 favorite games of all time. So here are my top 5 favorite games of all time. In no particular order. Beatmania 2DX. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Banjo-Kazooie. Fallout 1 and 2. Screw you, I'll count them as one game. And Earth Defense Force 2017. Yep. As you can tell, I like platformy kinds of games. What about GoldenEye? GoldenEye is excellent, and I am fucking incredibly good at GoldenEye. Let's see. Tom Seuss is day 9. Are you going to start doing day 9 story time on YouTube soon? Yeah. Things are getting a little hectic with me lately. I'm a little stressed. So I'm trying to figure out how to do less things to get that. But I'll probably be uploading 2 a week. Day 9 story time being just like 3 to 10 minute stories I tell about just things. Yeah. I will not be streaming day 9 story time. I will not. The intention is for it to be let me focus a little more on something pre-recorded to work on that skill, because I mean almost everything I do is live. It'll probably be one continuous segment, but it'll be more pre-prepared. Oh my god. Brain Dog asks me how hard I am on a scale of 1 to 10. So hard. Like a 10. Like, wow. In fact, I find it hard to do a daily without a boner. It's so difficult to focus with all that blood in my head. So all I do is I lost my train of thought. Squeaks asked me where I buy most of my t-shirts. Jinx.com, where the amazing Day 9 t-shirts can be located. There is the 9 polo. That might be my favorite thing ever. Emax Power asked me what the best counter to the Widow Mine is. It is to play single player. Day 9 can explain more about the uses of the Mothership Core. The Mothership Core is an interesting unit because it always looks like it's flying faster than it is. It is exactly not quick enough to ever get away and live versus any unit. So it's a really good way to get scouting information at the cost of the Mothership. It's very useful to reveal the Envision. Or it might be Revelation now. You can. I don't think it actually has either of those. You know, I don't know what it does. But I think it's quite effective as a unit. You can. On a more serial note, the Mothership Core's Purify, to turn things into a cannon, is useful for a lot of builds that are trying to get a power unit up or 2. A lot of robo builds are fine as long as you end up with 2 immortals, or as long as you get the immortal out with a warp in round. A lot of Protoss builds involve delaying the warp gate and going for something else. Anything like that where there's this period where once the warp gate's up and once the immortal's out, you're okay. Something like that. And that's what the Purify is good for. Because let's be honest, any smart Protoss player who's rushing early knows that there's a chance that you're going to have that Purify thing. So he's going to rush in there as fast as he can, have you turn it on, and then back up. Otorano asks me if I am high. No, I am actually like this. I am tired. And, you know, I was actually discussing this with someone the other day. I have never smoked anything. Like, not even taken a puff of a cigarette once. So I actually literally have no clue how to smoke. And, you know, I know all the stuff that people say about smoking is bad for your health and all that. But I figure it's like one of those things that I think almost everyone's done like once, right? Like just, oh, no, I don't want to do it. I haven't even done that. I'm always just like, I don't know. It might be because my grandpa died of lung cancer. I'm not a fan of it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any of the things. I know none of the things. I do know how to drink water. excellent. Let's take some questions. Day 9, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? The duck 100%. I would just fight a huge duck, man. I don't give a fuck, man. Fucking bring the duck on. And that is my justification. That's my actual line of reasoning. And that is a line of reasoning. I have not played any Gate Crash. That's what I'm doing this weekend. I am playing the fuck out of some Gate Crash. I'm trying to like do one of these little... Guys, goodbye. Just go watch State of the Game. I'm going to post a link into the chat. No, damn it. I accidentally posted a picture of a corgi. Alright, there, I posted JP's thing to the chat. I'm just going to go. Guys, it was wonderful, wonderful being with you. Tomorrow I will see you. I'm playing Link to the Past all day long. Much love. Yay!